I own everything, and I did everything by myself, totally. Uh, in in the description are all the so-called person that did this podcast with us. But it was all me, but he didn't get credit. Whatever. See ya.
You're just handsome as hell. I know, dude. We all see it.
Okay, I'm recording now. Let's see if I can get this.
Oh no, I better do something entertaining.
Hurry up, start dancing.
Nolan's dancing right now. I did a podcast.
I'm dancing too. You just can't tell we're dancing.
They're both dancing behind the scenes, so you guys can use your imagination for what they look like right now.
No, you don't. Yeah, I'm hitting the gritty.
And I'm where you
couldn't
can't
agree.
With my pants, I'm dancing, so you can't see that area, but I'm dancing underneath.
Nice.
As long as you're dancing somewhere, that's all that matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where, as long as you're dancing.
If you're not dancing, I don't like you as a person, and I think that you're disgusting. Just kidding.
Okay, we're gonna do introductions. I will. All three of us will introduce ourselves to the world as we want them to know us, and it can.
All right, sounds good.
So I am John Osman. I love lots of things, but one thing I really love is music. I love music, and I like live entertainment. And I'm a musician. I just released an album, and there's 10 songs out. And everyone is amazing because I busted my ass writing those songs. And
I love your new album, Oz.
Thank you.
It kicks ass.
Thank you,
I
man.
love it, brother.
I love all
it.
your
I love
drumming.
all your originals.
And
Nice.
they're all on Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff. And the link will be below. And the link will be below for the other two guys who are on the guests for information on them as well. For whatever they want underneath will be below. That's a little bit about me. On to Billy.
Okay. Well, I have a hobby of chopping people up and putting them in my freezer. Just kidding. I'm a comedian, or I try to be. I do a little bit of music too. I'm a YouTuber too, so I like to do like other things other than that. But that's pretty much what I do the most: music and comedy. So yeah, that's me.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, I also like to cut up people and put them in my freezer. It's a good pastime, you know.
Right?
It really like breaks the ice with the people that you cut up too.
That's why we don't have our faces on this. We don't want to. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not allowed to know. No, my name's Nolan Jae, and I do music as well. I just had a music video come out it was a couple months ago now. But yeah, and I'm working on my first album right now. So you can find me on YouTube and Spotify and all that under Nolan Jae, and that's Jae.
Oh, I did a shit job of promoting myself. Okay, well, you can find me 100% Beef on YouTube, SoundCloud, all that good jazz. All right, that's better. There's 100 space Beef will do it. You don't have to do the percent sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, sorry if you can hear my roommates sometimes. They can be loud.
I couldn't yet, so we're good there.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, I did a podcast yesterday with some of my friends, and I had a little bit of a difficult time because I was using a mic and the mic kept glitching on me. I was like, why is this glitching on me like this? And go like this. And I was like, all right, I'm just not using this mic until I figure it out. So maybe I'll figure it out tomorrow, go from there.
What kind of mic is it?
It's like the industry standard. It's called the SM7B, but the interface I have is weird. And I'm using this thing. It's called an Element 88. And what happens is, without touching the computer, it literally goes, the volume knobs are moving. It's the craziest thing. Like they've never done that in any of my music production platforms, but as soon as I go onto Zoom or I go on to a video, it just, I don't know why it moves around. I'm not even touching it. So I was like, all right, I'll
This
spend an hour or whatever.
prejudice,
Yeah,
racism.
it is. It
Yeah,
basically is with Zoom though, or whenever I'm doing video.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know why, but that's the
Zoom
way.
is oppressed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, yeah, I think I don't know. I always have been fascinated with live entertainment. And I think it's a rush. I think when you go up on stage and like if you're performing music or you're a comedian, there is a big adrenaline rush to it because you don't know how people are going to respond. They could boo you, they could laugh at you, they could be completely silent. And I've had people be all three. But I think the more you do it,
I
and the
feel like getting booed is better than people being silent. Because if people are silent, then it makes your mind roams. And it's
well,
just
that's an
like,
interesting point of
oh,
view.
Yeah, that's interesting. Makes sense.
Yeah, because
I'm
because
more of the like. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
if you get booed, at least you know you suck. At least you know that just sucks. That's just not the crowd for you, and that's just like, don't come back.
I
Unless
go
you
on stage completely indifferent. I just go up there. I'm not nervous. I'm not excited. I'm just there. I don't
no,
know.
you don't get
It's just
excited.
that's how I am. Because after a while, like I stopped getting nervous. Where I just like, okay, here we go. I'm just, literally I'm distracted with my notepad. I literally just read it up there and then get off. That's pretty much it.
I'm
It's
pretty
like
much
people are
always
like, oh,
excited when
get
I
rid of
go up.
that notepad. Get rid of that note. It's part of the act, man. And who's gonna click on a video with someone looking professional? Someone's gonna click on a video with someone reading off of his notebook. It's reverse psychology, and also I'm too lazy. But it's one of those. But
what would be interesting is if all three of us wrote a song together, because I wrote a song with Nolan before, and we never really finished recording it. We played it
No,
live
we didn't get to.
because it was pretty interesting. And then Zach said it sounded a lot like Blink 182.
that's awesome.
That is cool.
So if you want me to come on that project or a different one, I'm down.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can write music too, so we can all come together and think of the funniest stuff.
I'm okay with writing comedy too, because that's just like it's a different avenue, and it's fun, the idea of exploring different areas. And not a lot of artists can really pull that off.
It
Where
makes me miserable. I don't know why you calling it fun. It's miserable work. Just kidding.
one of the only artists that I know who's actually been able to do comedy and do like music that's feels genuine or whatever is maybe like Eminem. I don't know. But usually the artist does strictly comedy or strictly like they're serious. So I don't know. I'm open to doing comedy stuff.
I think it's because like music is such a you have to be very in tune with your emotions with music most of the time, and comedy is kind of like the opposite of that. You have to like ignore other people's emotions and what they're gonna think. You just have to make sure it's like it's funny, even if it's dark, even if it's offensive, stuff like that. Like with music, I feel like it's a polar opposite.
That's why it's hard for me to make like comedy music. I do it every once in a while. I'll make a parody or whatever, but it's really hard to because it's like I like music is where I go to vent and like it's kind of like saying joke around in your therapist appointment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I totally get what you're saying there.
Yeah.
Okay, Billy, who are some of your favorite comedians?
Bo Burnham. I got he's called BG Cumby. He's not as big as like a mainstream, but he's so funny, dude. I like Leafy is here. I know he's technically not a comedian, but he makes me laugh. He's saying some awful shit right now, but I wait for those awesome jokes in between. I gotta stick it out. I mean, not in the bedroom, but you know how it is. Cheap joke. Don't laugh at it. It wasn't worth it.
How about you,
So
Nolan?
yeah.
Who are some of your favorite musicians?
Oh, musicians? Oh man, I have too many favorites. Right now I'm like really big into Dominic Fike. He just had an album come out. It's really, really good. I've been listening to it on repeat. Um, I listen to so much. I've been like listening to a lot of beach music because I miss the beach. Like just listening to like ukuleles and stuff like that make me reminisce about swimming. I just got a tattoo of a seagull, and I was like, man, I really miss the beach. And it like sucks because like as soon as you get it, I don't know if you know this, but as soon as you get a new tattoo, you can't swim for like 2 to 4 weeks because it could like get infected and stuff. And I was just like, oh, I want to swim. I want to swim so bad. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been listening to is some Dominic Fike and stuff like that.
I'm trying to think. Musically, Tyler the Creator, Earl Sweatshirt, Gmo Ski. Who else? Just like that kind of like horrorcore type thing. Like I'm really into that, but also like really deep and emotional at the same time.
Which I like horror. Do you mean like metal, like horrorcore?
Horrorcore is like when like the lyrics are like a horror, uh, horror movie, but it's just in rap form. So it
Oh, I
can
gotcha.
range from a few mentions of murder to completely like blood coming out of eye sockets and so
Yeah, dark shit. That's cool.
yeah, it is really cool.
I like Tyler the
I like
Creator.
that provocative stuff, man.
No, I like Tyler
Like
the
at least
Creator.
they're trying to do their own thing,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
for
as
sure.
far as comedians go, I've watched I think two sets from Bill Burnham, two clips or full videos of him. The one that I liked was like it was kind of like he was showing it, to me it felt like the beginning of starting out as a comedian and as he progresses and he's doing different people's voices. He's like the one guy's going like you changed dude, you changed, and then
Oh,
and
that's
he
the end
goes
of his first
yeah
one, yeah.
yeah and he goes he's like summoning Satan, he goes "Whoa." And then there's all this stuff going on. I thought that was so cool. I like that. But yeah, I haven't listened to that musician that you said. Is it Fike? Dominic Fike?
Yeah, yeah. He just had an album. I actually saw him live as well, like in Pittsburgh,
Okay.
which was really cool. It was like one of the best concerts I've been to. We were super close. But yeah, he just came out with his album and it man, you know what like I don't like about when people release albums and I really love them? It makes me think about my own album and I'm just like, oh shit, this needs to be better and this needs to be better. This needs to be better. I need to fix this. And sometimes it's like really frustrating because in my head I'm such a perfectionist.
That's why I don't give a fuck. I just put shit out. If it's not mixed, fuck it. If I don't feel like it, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like whatever. Like this is my therapy. I'm not here to please anybody. I'm just doing what I want to do. Like
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
glad
there to
people
really
enjoy it,
please.
but
I'm not there
Taking
really
both
to
those.
please anybody either. It's just more pleasing to myself, you
yeah,
know?
and I'm thankful whatever I get from it. But
I think some of
you're talking about Bo Burnham, Jonathan. Man, you got to start out. What are you most a fan of, like hip hop, uh, pop music or whatever?
okay, so my favorite style of music is rock. It's alternative rock. But I do
Nice.
like all different kinds of styles of music. I love all different kinds of stuff.
Okay, well, what I suggest is you start at Oboe. I think that's his funniest song he ever did.
Okay.
It's he's using a satire. He's critiquing hip hop during the times, and it's still kind of prevalent of like the misogyny and stuff like that. That's in the lyrics, but yeah.
Yeah. I dated this girl and she was like obsessed with him, and I was like, oh gee, like, I'm thinking, do I really have to watch this stupid guy? And I started watching it. I was like, this is kind of interesting. It's funny too. I was like, man, I'm kind of getting into what this guy's
I'm
thing.
I'm
His
tweeting
art.
Bo Burnham right now to say you called him a stupid guy right
No,
now.
that's fine. Yeah, I have more attentions. I like the idea of getting attention, so that works for me. And you guys are getting attention this way too. It's all
Sweet.
men.
We're groveling at your feet.
Come be on the podcast. Come be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Be big.
We get fucking Bo Burnham on the podcast. We're doing something right.
That would be
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, but like if you guys want to come on again in the future, you can. Or if you like, if you want to bring someone else and they can, plop in, or we could even do it live too. It doesn't matter. I'm open to all of those. It can be fun.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Sure.
I'll message my one friend now, but yeah, I'm open to that. And then let me see if he wants to join. I don't know.
I'm having like for my comedy songs, usually I do parodies and they all end up like sexual, because like I'll think of like a sexual hook or something, and then like I'll get those like throughout the day all the time, but they're not good enough to make a song out of in my eyes, or not worth the time of doing them.
Yeah.
But when I get one that's hilarious, I'm like, okay, I gotta drop everything. So it's like I'd love to work with you guys and like figure out how to make a song that's not a parody, that's funny. Like actually there's one I did that was pretty funny, but I remixed another song. It was the Oboe remix. No, not Oboe, it's something else.
I'm like the least funniest person ever. It'd be interesting me being in a comedy song. Like a parody.
Well, we could play on that. You're like
serious
no one wants
part,
you here,
and then
surely
no,
we
it
like
was
just
you.
like super funny, and just go back.
Yeah. I'm just like I'm like that like Lana Del Rey, and you guys are both Bo Burnham.
What we could do is I could play guitar, then we could have the serious part and then the really funny part, and could go back and forth. I think that would be really interesting.
Dude, that would be funny because it'll make the serious part funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. That would be funny.
I don't care what you say, like as long as it's like it's on the table for you, you could see like I cut my wrists last Friday, and I'd be like,
oh no, it's not that dark. It's not that dark.
blood is spewing out of I'll make it funny somehow. I don't know how, but I can make anything funny. So
all right, yeah, we'll work on it for sure.
Yeah, I just hope you don't actually do that. Of course, I gotta say that.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, good. Gotta be empathetic, or people look at you funny.
You could have like super dark lyrics and melody, and the guitar part could be like very optimistic. It completely juxtapose itself. I like that kind of idea.
Yeah, there's
Go ahead.
Who does that? Hollywood Undead does a song like that called Bullet. And the song's it's about them committing suicide, but it's like super upbeat. It's super upbeat and like yeah.
John,
it is still a sad song though, not funny at all.
Bro,
to be honest with you,
I could say the most fucked up shit, and then like at the end it's all a dream and never happened. So it's like a clean slate for us.
It's all a dream.
I used to do that all the time whenever he used to write songs, because like a lot of times when they'd write songs even in the 60s, they'd all be like real upbeat songs, like oh yeah, like fake, like happy, and then he'd write a song called She Said, and he goes, She said, I know what it's like to be dead. And it's like real happy, but he's singing really like evil, dark
She
stuff.
does not know what it's like to be dead. She is not dead unless she
And
died
like,
at one
and
point.
like,
And he
yeah,
said
like
that
Outcast, Hey Ya.
well, the
You know,
reason
Outcast, Hey Ya.
the reason
Oh, yeah.
the reason he did those lyrics that way apparently were because his friend did some kind of psychedelic trip, and then he told him, he said, this is what he goes, I said, but he just changed it into a girl's name. But that's why he wrote those lyrics like that, because
Oh, I like that.
somebody was on a trip where they saw that or whatever, and then that's why he came up with that. But like a
That's
lot of
really
people,
cool.
I know, Nolan, if you want to say one last thing and like promote yourself for like a minute or two, and then we can have
Yeah, I mean,
same, and
for
then we'll
sure.
call it a night.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
as I said,
it's
my
just
name's
Nolan, not me.
no, not you. You don't get your turn. You don't get your
Right.
turn. No, my name's Nolan Jae. As I said, I make music. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, all that fun stuff. I just had a music video come out called Emerald Eyes. I'd like you to watch it because I'm proud of it. It's pretty cool.
I think he's a good.
And yeah, um, that's kind of it. That's
So
kind of all.
you guys know what my name is. I told you where all the stuff is. 100% beef, 100 space beef. I'm a bit of a troll, so there will be some titles you're like, what the fuck is this guy on some sort of drug? But just don't worry. It's probably a troll. You gotta watch it to find out. Like that's how I get my attention. I clickbait and cancel people for no reason, and just my last video literally was about the saying white guys can't jump, and like in the skit I find that I forgot how to jump, so it's like because it's the stereotype, and then you'll have to see the rest if you want to watch the video. Yeah.
So what
SoundCloud 100% beef too.
what we'll do is I will produce this, and then I'll release it, and then you guys are welcome to share it on all your platforms, and I'll share it on all mine. That way, all of us, we're getting traction through all three of us. So it's an ultimate win for everybody. So
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
absolutely.
Yeah,
My friend
thank you.
Lenny's gonna get pissed off because he's been wanting to do podcasts with me, and then
That was me! Everybody on the podcast was me. Even though it was me, I will put Nolan Jae and Jonathan Osman. Apparently he did it and not me. Whatever. Go down and subscribe and follow everything there.